What's going on, YouTube? We're back with another video. So it's Saturday, so you know what time it is. It's time for a hero review. We're gonna do Angelic Montmorency today. I know the camera's off. It's very hot here. Usually if I have the cam on, I have to like turn the lights on, open the window for the, for brightness and stuff. Look, it's like 1,000,000 degrees right now. No, you guys, if you want to look at me, just stare at my profile pic, okay? I feel like that's good enough. But yeah, it's just too hot, so we're gonna do it with cam off today. But yeah, let's get into it. So today we're gonna be doing Angelica Montmorency. This character is godlike, okay? This character is very good for this meta, because debuff meta, arena, guild war wise, but not even just for like arena content. She's good. Yeah, every like PvE content too. She's just so good. But we'll get into that. Let's get into it. So let's look at her stats. So she's a nat 3. So her base stats they're not gonna be as good as like a nat 5. But she does have a skill tree because she's specialty changed, right? So they usually get some stat boosts in there like health and defense. But we'll look at that a little later. So 540 attack really doesn't matter. 4,900 health, 94 speed. So she's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's okay because we can supplement that. We'll talk about that later. She has a really high base defense though, 729, and that actually matters because this character benefits. She's the only soul weaver who gets an innate effect resist, right? Because of her skill tree. So not being able to be defense broken makes this a lot more valuable. And then everything else is like normal. Okay, let's start with her kit. First skill, Sleep Sorcerer. Attacks the enemy with water energy with a 25% chance to put them to sleep for 1 turn. Okay, you can skill this up to 35%, but her skill tree, I believe, gives her more. So it gives her like 25% more, so you can get a maximum of a 50% sleep chance for 1 turn. So that's pretty cool. Purification dispels 1 debuff from all allies and heals debuffed allies. Amount recovers proportional to the allies' max health. Okay, and then you can skill this up, more healing. So this skill, if you don't have the skill tree maxed out, this only heals if they have a debuff. But if you have the skill tree runes, if you have this like part of the rune tree skilled up, this will actually heal no matter what, even if they're not debuffed, right? So that's pretty sick. And then her last skill, Earnest Prayer, recovers allies' health and grants immunity for 2 turns, dispelling 2 debuffs. Also increases casters' combat range by 50%. Amount recovered proportionate to the target's max health again, and then the skill ups are just healing. Now, when you soul bro this, it costs 20 souls. It's pretty expensive, but 20 souls, it's like an area effect, right? So she gives everybody immunity for 2 turns. She dispels 2 debuffs, etc. So it's pretty strong. That's why it's so expensive. But the kicker of this is the combat readiness. So she'll do this, she'll boost herself, and then she'll most likely be able to take her turn again pretty soon, and she can do this, right, and purify. So the whole team. So she's constantly it's really low. She has really low cooldowns, and she takes a lot of turns because of this, right? And we'll get into the artifact that makes her take more turns. Oh, excuse me, can't talk. But we'll get into that later. Let's go into her skill tree. Okay, so taking a look at her skill tree, she get when a unit gets a specialty change, when a 3-star unit gets a specialty change, this is probably the most important like power up they get, right? Sure, their S3 changes, their model changes, they get a little animation on their S3, but this is where the real change comes in, right? Like for this, she gets this much effect resist right here, more effect chance on her continuous healing, or she has a 10% if this is maxed out, she has a 10% chance for continuous healing, base health, which is sick, right? More health. So yeah, the skill tree you want to max for Montmorency, you want to max this out. The only thing I feel like you can skip here is this. Notice I don't even have it maxed out yet. Minus plus 29. I'm just too lazy to do this. I don't want to use the runes, but this is her sleep chance. I always recommend max like plus 30. You can never go wrong from like maxing this out because this could be clutch, right? This 7% could be clutch, the sleep chance. But to me, like her sleep is like the most. It's like extra. You don't really need it, but it's there just in case. It could be like a clutch kind of thing. So it's really good. It's a really good thing to have. So I recommend maxing out the whole thing. She gets a lot of good stuff in here. The important thing is the effect resist though. What makes her so sick is that it's hard to CC her because she has innate effect resist. She's a soul weaver who can cleanse, heal, do all of that, and she can't be CC'd, right? So this is very valuable. And then you want this, the S, like where is it at? The S2, 50% chance to reset cooldown of Purification. Okay, so she can, in a lot of cases, she could spam her S2. So she's constantly, she's like every time she gets her turn, she'll constantly spam her S2 because it has a chance to reset, which means she's gonna heal your allies. She's gonna like cleanse them. It's really sick. It's really sick. But yeah, let's get into her artifacts. Okay, so in my opinion, Magaraja's Tome is her best artifact. The reason I say this is because Montmorancy has really low cooldowns, right? Her S2 has a 2-turn cooldown. With her skill tree, you can practically, there's a lot of instances where you'll spam it. It procs more often than you think, right? The chance to reset the cooldown. So in a perfect world, like, you could like spam her S2 and constantly gain combat readiness, right? So a really fast Montmorancy will constantly be taking turns, constantly be purifying, constantly be like healing and dispelling your or cleansing your allies, right? And when she does her S3, her S3 gives her 50% combat readiness. If you have the maxed out Magaraja's Tome, it gives her an extra 30%, right? So she'll gain 80% combat readiness as she does her S3, and then she'll more than likely take the next turn, right? She'll do her S2, gain another 30% because of Magaraja's Tome. You see what I'm saying? She's constantly cycling turns to healing your team and cleansing, right? So I feel like this is probably her best artifact. If you have a really fast Montmorancy, this artifact is super sick. Now, if you don't want to use Magaraja's Tome, there's other options like Rod of Amaryllis. Rod of Amaryllis is pretty good on her, right? Because Montmorancy heals based off of the allies' max HP, right? So, you know, this could like give her more healing. Or you could go for Idol's Cheer. You know, Soul Weavers have really good artifacts. You can't really go wrong with a lot of Soul Weaver artifacts. Idol's Cheer is good, right? Or Wondrous Potion. Wondrous Potion is always godlike, just for the extra kick. You know, she's constantly like dispelling debuffs, right? But you know, it's like for S2, it's only like one at a time for the whole team, and then S3 is 2. So, you know, if you want to throw a Wondrous Potion in there for extra, you know what I'm saying? Do you? But yeah, in my opinion, I feel like Magaraja's Tome is definitely where it's at. It feels good seeing her constantly take turns, right, and constantly spam her S2, use her S3, stuff like that. So that's my opinion. Okay, so the content, you can use this character in everything, bro. I'm not even exaggerating. This is probably the most free to play character. I mean, you gotta, you know, you still need the gear. You need gear. You gotta grind the rooms for the special change, or like for the skill tree and stuff. But once you get all this character will enhance your performance in almost any content. PvE content, you can bring her. PvP content against all these dizzies, balls, you know, Armintha, stuff like that. She's a godsend. This character, I feel like everybody should have this character in the inbox. Even if you're using like Angelica and stuff, you gotta remember there's stuff like Guild Wars, right? It's always cool to have like more options just in case like your healer dies, or like your main healer dies, something like that. And even so, like, she could be your main healer in a lot of instances in this debuff meta. So I feel like this character is worth it for enhancing performance in any kind of content. No exaggeration. I'm serious. I use her everywhere. I use this character if you watch my stream, you watch my YouTube videos, there's never an instance where I'm not using this character, right? I am not, build this character. Build her. She's godlike, okay? She's godlike. The way I would gear this character is speed immunity. Now, y'all might say immunity is kind of redundant on a character that's going to stack a lot of effect resist, right? But it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. You can still get like good. It's like an extra layer. It's like an extra layer. Because what if like sometimes a lot of like, let's say you fight like a Moonlight Ball, Gerardo, or something like that. Someone's trying to strip or whatever, right? I feel like they're gonna have less effect because they're gonna try to get the first turn. They're gonna have less effect resist than a character like Moonlight Armintha and stuff, or stuff like that. So, or Dizzy, like Dizzy's gonna have less effect resist than a Moonlight Armintha because they're probably Moonlight Armintha is gonna wait for the strip or something like that, right? So it would be nice to have the extra layer of immunity just in case, because they're gonna have less effectiveness. They're gonna have less effectiveness. But yeah, you can do speed immunity if you feel confident your effect resist, because you want like 200 plus on her. It's not required. You don't need immunity, but if you can slide it in there, I would. But yeah, if you got 200 plus, you could do like speed, HP, speed defense, speed something, right? I'm never a fan of saying like you need HP and defense sets, because that means you have to farm Golem. Y'all know how I feel about farming Golem. You could get high HP and stuff without ever. Honestly, I've never farmed Golem a day in my life. I've never farmed Golem a day in my life. And I'm still able to get like high HP, high defense units and stuff on like speeds. Because you gotta remember, you're using like right side like percent stats, and there's still like sub stats you can get. So Usually you farm. I still think Wyvern is the most important hunt, along with like A11 and Banshee and stuff. But you know, you can put this character on full resist sets, or like resist something, resist speed. I always recommend the speed though, because this character benefits from having high speed. I know she has low base speed, but she can still, like, you know, you want as much speed as you can get. So I think the speed set, like speed boots, is like, it's really sick. Because Magahara's tome, low cooldown, she's gonna be like a really fast Montmorancy will be lapping. Like she'll be lapping. It's sick. But yeah, like speed immunity, speed something, speed broken, you know, something like that. But the stats you're looking for, you know, I'll put on the screen, but her main stats are obviously effect resist. You want your Montmorancy to not ever be CC. She has innate 40% effect resist, so she'll, you know, she's gonna be dodging all the defense breaks, burns, stuns, sleeps. You know, she's gonna be, you can't CC this, you can't CC her. She's a queen. So main stats are effect resist, health, defense, speed, effect resist, speed, health, defense, and effectiveness. You know, effectiveness is kind of like just slotted in. Don't worry about it too much. Yeah, she has an S1 and push to sleep, but usually she's gonna be like using her S2 and S3 way more. So just the effectiveness, you don't really need to worry about that too much. Get it in if you can, but mostly go for the effect resist, health, defense, and speed. Those are her main stats. Yeah, so I think that about wraps up Angelic Montmorency. She's such a sick character. I'm not lying to y'all, man. I'm telling you, I use her everywhere. This character, she's not like overrated. You know, a lot of people say like, oh, they might nerf her because she's like a nat 3 that's like everybody's using to like defeat like Ball and Dizzy and stuff. But you know, I feel like that's why they did that. I feel like she's healthy for the game. They try to give us as much stuff to defeat like the cancerous units, right? And she's one of them. I feel like she does her job very well. She's not really OP because, you know, you kind of got to slot in like the effect resist ring in there. So it's hard to get. She takes really good gear quality because not only are you trying to get like 200% effect resist plus, you're trying to get like high speed and defensive stats, and it's hard to get like 15k HP, 190 speed. You know, it's hard to get like stuff like that. So I feel like she's a very healthy character to have in the game because it's not like you could just like slot her in without like grinding and like having gear, right? So I feel like she's really good. I think she's worth investing in. I think everybody should try to invest in her if they have her, because she'll definitely enhance your performance. All right, let's check out her skills in action. You know, she looks pretty cool. You know, especially she looks way more confident than her old self, right? She looks like she actually gets the job done. What she does, she really gets the job done. Her specialty change is like a massive upgrade to her former self. Okay, so I really enjoy this character. She's very fun to use. I love lapping and stuff like that. I use her in every content just because she's so fun to use. She's so fun. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up the Angelic Montmorency review. If y'all like this video, like, subscribe, and I will see y'all next Saturday for the next hero review. Okay, y'all hold it down. Peace out.